Coming up on this edition
of State Champs.
We've decided to embrace the cold this week. Our main event features a Catholic League showdown on the ice. We also hit Pine Knob for a look at skiing.
Last fall, we featured a brave girl who had no problem holding her own on the gridiron. We keep that theme going as we meet this female grappler also making her mark.
We've got a big announcement to make too.
State Champs starts now.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser, your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Sarah Chevrolet, the low payment people.
Hi everyone, thanks for coming into the State Champs studios. I'm Lauren, this is Kiara, and we're your hosts for the next 30 minutes as we dive into what's happening in Michigan high school sports. This is State Champs, presented by Lawrence Tech. Thanks for joining us.
The winter sports season has the biggest variety of sports throughout the school year. We try to get as much as we can on the show, but this week is no different. Boys swimming, competitive cheer, and wrestling highlights are all on the way, just to name a few.
That's right. Of course, you can always count on a generous helping of high school hoops. Let's start there.
We begin Southeast Michigan non-conference showdown on MLK Day, Wayne Memorial, welcoming in our new #1 ranked team in the entire state, Ann Arbor Skyline. Wayne in white, hoping to rebound after falling to Ken. The junior Isaiah Lewis with a strong move to the 10. He dropped a team-high 23. Zebras led by a penny, 32-31 at halftime. Their advantage grew to 11 to start the second half, but Skyline responded with a 13-2 run to end the third. In transition, Jack Ammerman goes cross-court to Brandon Wade. The catch-and-shoot triple for the Duquesne-bound senior. Game knotted at 45 into the fourth. 30 seconds left in the contest now. Skyline gripping a 62-60 lead, trying to kill the clock. The Zebra D gets it done. Ping pong to Lewis. Quick release to the Cleveland State-bound Rashad Williams. Game tied at 62. Unranked Wayne Memorial has forced overtime, but they couldn't seal the deal. Skyline's Wade trying to throw his name into the Mr. Basketball race. The scoop and score. Game high 34 for the senior. And the senior Ammerman, he became the second Eagle in the school's brief history to join the 1,000-point club. 3-ball in the corner pocket. Lawrence Tech is offered among others. He finished with 22. Ann Arbor Skyline on the road beats Wayne Memorial 78-73. We go east now to Macomb, Dakota, as the Lady Cougars got set for a MAC Red Division matchup with the Huskies from Port Huron Northern. 8-1 Dakota, currently 4-0 in league play. On the attack, the junior Taylor Williams from downtown, too strong, but Cameron Grant there with the putback. Sophomore led her team with a double-double, 18 points and 13 rebounds. But the Huskies, just a game back of Dakota in the red, 8-2 on the year and moving. Senior Sammy Klink sets up in the deep corner, fires and fills it. 13 on the night for Sammy. We were tied at 21 at intermission. But Dakota put the pedal to the metal and held home court. Nice ball movement. Williams is wide open. She also finished with 13 points. Cougars claw up the Huskies, 54-39 the final.
I'm Rachel Zerby with more basketball from the Upper Peninsula. Ishpeming at Marquette. In the first, Hart Holmgren goes up for the shot, but dishes to Gavin Sundberg for the triple. Hematites on the board first. Next possession for Ishpeming. This time it's Darius Yohe. He knocks down the tray, and the Way team is up early. On the other end, Ethan Martis from the corner. He gets the Redmen's first points and his first 3 of the night. Minutes later, Holmgren pulls up, comes up short, but Yohe is there to clean up the mess. To the second quarter now, it's Martis again from long range. He finished with 21 points. The Redmen were victorious at home, winning 73-46. To Gwynn, as the Model Towners hosted Gladstone opening minutes, Austin Forbes gets the floater to fall, and Gwynn is on the board first. On the other end, the Braves answer with a baseline jumper from Jared Ness, but Gwynn is still leading. Back to the Model Towners, Tucker Taylor kisses it high off the glass for 2 of his 32 points. Castor has a clear cut to the hoop for the layup. He finished with 26 points and netted his 1,000th career point. Gladstone beats Gwynn 83-47. For state champs, I'm Rachel Zerby.
Today we wish to talk to you about one of the most popular programs the MHSAA offers. That's the Women in Sports Leadership Conference. Nearly 30 years ago, the MHSAA conducted its first Women in Sports Leadership Conference, and the program is the largest and longest running conference of its type in the country. The majority of attendees are student athletes and coaches, and the conference is a must visit for anyone interested in becoming a coach, athletic administrator, game official, or certified athletic trainer. The Women in Sports Leadership Conference has been headlined by great keynote and workshop speakers like Olympian Allison Schmidt, Detroit business leader Denise Illich, and Big Ten Network commentator Lisa Byington, just to name a few. It provides great sessions on topics ranging from a better you as a better team, optimal sports performance, being a leader of influence, injury prevention in the female athlete, and what winners think and what champions do. This year the title is Lead, Embrace the Challenge. To learn more about the 2018 Women in Sports Leadership Conference, go to the MHSAA website.
High school hockey fans, we're proud to announce the High School Hockey Player of the Year award is back. Sponsored by National Coney Island, this is your chance to help us decide who will be this year's #1 hockey player in the state. Go to statechampsnetwork.com right now and vote as we've listed out our top 10 candidates. Check out our high school hockey podcast, Power Play. Senior producer and editor Jonathan Kidd and our hockey insider Sean Belesian go deep on everything on the ice. New shows go up at 3 p.m. every Wednesday. You can watch the show on our website and our State Champs TV YouTube page. Power Play is also presented by National Coney Island. We're talking Miss Basketball hopefuls next on State Champs.
I want to be a dermatologist, and though a lot of universities tried to recruit me for basketball, Lawrence Tech had the science curriculum that I wanted. LTU's Southfield campus is a great place to learn, and the classes are small enough that I don't have to wait for office hours to talk to my professors. They're usually right by my side, challenging me and guiding me toward a successful future. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's. Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for 1 medium pizza at participating locations.
This fundraiser has been awesome for our squad. We've made a lot of money, very easy to do, it's very quick to do, and it's very effective.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
So, I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first I just did basketball, and I got hooked. Before long, I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoyed giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
Welcome back to State Champs. Hey, it's time for Fast Break, and we're joined by the Assistant Executive Director, Dan Young. Dan, a longtime coach, currently leading the Salem Rock girls basketball program. How are things in general, my
Everything's
friend?
going really well. Always excited to be here.
All right, I'm glad you're here. The 2017-18 girls basketball season has no shortage of outstanding Lady Cagers. This is a list of just some of the hopefuls that could end up on the final list for Miss Basketball. Who are some that you're particularly impressed with?
Camry Clegg. We played her this past week on Tuesday. She plays for Wayne Memorial. She's going to Clemson. Strong guard, great vision. The list is so wide open this year, and partly because two girls, one just recently got hurt. So I want to give a shout out to Maddie Waters from Williamston, who tore her ACL, and also Kayla Bellis from Ithaca, who got hurt this summer.
If you could talk about some of the factors as to why the Miss Basketball Award is always so spread out. This fascinates me. Just since 2010, we've had winners from East Lansing, Central Lake, Grosse Pointe Woods, Freeland, Crystal Falls Forest Park, Goodridge, Benton Harbor, and Muskegon. That is all over the map.
There's just good players all over the state, good coaches all over the state, great competition.
You can hear Dan talk about this topic more on our State Champs Hang Time podcast. Watch it on our website, on YouTube, listen on SoundCloud. Next week we'll talk Mr. Basketball. We'll see you then.
Hi, I'm Trevor Ostrowski, a senior at Catholic Central, and State Champs is the Stanley Cup of high school sports. Woo!
I'm Kiera, and this week I went to Salem High School to check out the Wayne County KLAA Black Division Conference. 7 teams gave it all they had that night, and competition was as stiff as their moves. But coming in at number 3 were the Rocks at Salem High School. Their stunts were impressive, but Plymouth High School showed amazing flips and strength, giving the Wildcats the number 2 spot. The winners of the night went to the Chargers at Churchill High School. Despite being beat out by Plymouth in round 2, they came out ahead by 3 points in the stunt round and won by 1 point overall.
I'm Gabe O'Neill as we head to the mountain for a 9-team slalom skiing competition at Pine Knob Resort in Clarkston. We begin with the girls. Coming in at the top of the individual standings is Kaylee Richardson, whose score helped lead Rochester Adams take the number 2 team spot overall. But the day belonged to last year's state finals runner-up as Notre Dame Prep's KC Kennedy takes second individually, and the Irish go on to win the girls' team competition. Over to the boys now. Bloomfield Hills' Colin Stewart leading the charge in the individual standings, and for the Hawks as they take second as a team. The top team of the night, however, would go to Rochester Adams as Colin DeHart cruises down the hill, helping lead the Highlanders to victory. Now to the pool, where the Northville Mustangs travel to Livonia to take on the Stevenson Spartans. Starting in the 200-yard freestyle relay, it was a tight race between the two schools, but Mustang anchor Trevor DeGroot on the bottom would just outreach Spartans' Luke Santee for the win. Another close battle in the 50-yard free as Stevenson's Parker Wesolowski pulls away from between two Northville swimmers by 0.2 of a second. Mustangs were on a roll towards the end of the meet. Here in the 100-yard breaststroke, Travis Nikowitz from Northville would leave the competition in the dust as he takes first in the event. The Mustangs would finish the meet with a dominating victory over Stevenson. I'm Gabe O'Neill for State Champs.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University. Greek life at Lawrence Tech has a rich tradition of fostering student involvement and development. All of this week and next week, the Greek Life Recruitment Fair is happening on campus, where members of the 10 LTU fraternities and sororities are looking to find new members and lifelong friends.
Sororities and fraternities are a fantastic way to network with other students, make new friends, and also the reason why I joined is to get involved in the community and do charity and philanthropy work.
Students have chosen to become members of fraternities and sororities because of the life-changing opportunities and experiences these organizations provide.
Our motto is character, culture, courage. We are looking for people who want to make an impact in the world, who want to better themselves and their peers.
Lawrence Tech's fraternities and sororities continue to not only uphold these ideals, but strive for excellence within each of them. If you're interested in rushing in a fraternity or sorority at LTU, head over to the website ltu.edu/GreekLife to find out more.
The registration deadline is fast approaching for the candidates to be considered for the biggest award of the year, the Detroit Athletic Club's Male and Female High School Athlete of the Year. Nominees from a wide variety of sports will receive statewide attention. You participate in a red-carpeted gala award show at the beautiful DAC in downtown Detroit in May. In fact, we produce an entire TV show just on the awards. It's that big. So go to dacathleteoftheyear.com to see if you qualify. And thanks to the DAC Foundation, thousands of dollars in scholarship money will be given away. The deadline to enter is January 31st. So go to dacathleteoftheyear.com right now. We go in focus on a wrestler looking for no special treatment, and don't take her lightly. State Champs will be right back.
so many opportunities to kids. It gives them an opportunity to see where they fit within a team, persevere, understanding how to work with different personalities. Those are the lessons that will make you a successful adult. As a mom, you have to have an understanding of what concussions are.
Concussions are things that are treatable. If we take care of athletes, they will be able to develop and have a long, happy, healthy life.
Not again.
What's the matter?
One of those YouTube ads that keep popping up right in the middle of my show.
What's up? Another YouTube ad.
Oh yeah? What are they trying to sell us this time?
At Sarah Chevrolet of Southfield, lease a Trax LS for $159 a month, Malibu LT only $189, or Silverado Double Cab All-Star just $249.
Actually, those deals look pretty good.
Yeah, click on that.
Okay, but right after this is back to cat videos. I heard there's one that water skis.
It's my student aid. Okay, let's go. Time to go to college. How can I get started? Wanna gain more knowledge, but I can't pay out of pocket. Call my student aid today and we can get you on the way. If you really want it, all you gotta do is make a way. Looking for a scholarship, you tryna land some grants? Visit my student aid and we can help with that. My student aid has the knowledge and tools to make college accessible, affordable for you.
Welcome back to State Champs. She sings, she acts, and she wrestles. I went to Sparta, Michigan and talked to a female wrestler that is getting national attention. Let's go and focus.
Lady, running down to the riptide.
Rihanna is a sophomore at Sparta High School. And yes, her voice is angelic, but don't let that fool you. She is a beast on the mat.
I feel really confident. I feel powerful. Favorite move is cradle. Cradle is when you basically get their head and their leg and you lock your hands and you get them on their back and get them stuck.
Sparta High School has produced 18 state champions, so wrestling on varsity as a freshman is a feat in and of itself.
It's not a sport where we pick and choose who gets to wrestle. They have to work hard and fight for the position, and fortunately here we have a lot of good wrestlers in our program. She got in 40 matches last year when she went 30-10, and that's a lot of team points, so it's nice when you can make the lineup and be a contributor to the team's overall success.
This is technically Rihanna's off-season. During the summer, she wrestles in an all-women's league where she defeated the #1 Iowa recruit by 4 points, and she beat the 5th best female wrestler in the country by pin. Needless to say, she's getting a lot of college recruits' attention.
There are 5 states in the country that have girls-sanctioned high school sports state championships, but Michigan's not one of those, so this is kind of her off-season. And she comes in here and puts her time in and works hard, but she's really striving to do well in the girls' world after the season's over.
It would be really cool to have girls teams in high schools mainly because there are so many girls who would like to try wrestling, but they're either too scared because of boys being part of the team or they just won't feel comfortable, so I think that'd be cool.
USA Wrestling is hoping to do just that. There are 250 female wrestlers competing on a boys wrestling team in Michigan alone, and that number keeps growing.
There's 38 colleges now that have women's wrestling programs on full scholarship opportunities. It's an Olympic sport now for the last 2 Olympics. It's looking like it's going to continue to go in that direction, so it's good timing for someone like Rihanna.
And we're excited to watch this sport grow. For In Focus, I'm Kiera Hay.
I'm Kevin Trozinski, and let's see how Sparta did on the mat to take on Coopersville. And we start in the 160-pound weight class. Caleb Slominski of Sparta taking on Gabe Foreman. Slominski was in control throughout the match, getting the 2 points here as he goes on to win his match. And it would be all Sparta on this night as Miguel Vasquez pins Dylan Knapp for the win as Sparta goes on to beat Coopersville. We stay on the west side of the state for girls basketball as Grand Rapids South Christian went on the road to take on the Pioneers from East Grand Rapids. Pick things up in the first half, South Christian in blue. The ball gets moved around and it would be the junior Sydney Cleary knocking it down for the triple. East Grand Rapids coming in at 8-1 and would respond. Olivia Brown dumps it to Michaela Ivy, and check out the senior with a nice spin move and gets it to go for the bucket to keep it close. But South Christian would start to pull away in the second as the senior Mario Bruvort knocks it down from beyond the arc as the Sailors leap to first place all alone in the OK Conference Gold Division, beating East Grand Rapids 57-40 the final. Back to the east side, and we hit the lanes as we had an OAA crossover matchup between the combined squad of Farmington and Harrison as they took on the Troy Colts. Let's start with the girls. This is Brianna Skillian from Troy, looking for the strike, and she gets it. She led her team with a score of 203 on the day. Now, from Farmington, this is Rachel Doran. She pummels the ball down the lane for the strike. She led all girls with the high score of 232. To the boys, this is Ronald Taylor from Troy. He had a great day throwing strike after strike and looking for another one. Bingo! He led his team with a high score of 256. But this day would belong to the guys and girls from Farmington. Devin Osborne had the highest score of the day, scoring a 256, and he drops this strike as Farmington goes home victorious.
Sarah Chevrolet is proud to recognize the hardworking people in the communities they serve with the Sarah Chevrolet Community Awards. January's Athlete of the Month is Bryce Washington from Southfield Christian Schools. Bryce is a senior, but has been on varsity since his freshman year. He currently averages 26 points and 9 rebounds a game.
It's crazy. You feel it when he's on the court. You feel safe. Without him on the court, you feel like everything falling apart. When he comes back, everything comes back together, and we start winning again.
He wants to get better. He watches film, he studies it, he studies the opposing players. So just his attention to detail, every workout, every drill, he goes 100% and he's had a great attitude.
He is the class president, holds a 4.0 GPA, and is getting offers from Ivy League schools.
On behalf of Sarah Chevrolet, I would like to congratulate Bryce Washington of Southfield Christian Schools on being the Athlete of the Month. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
If you love high school basketball, then you need to check out our weekly podcast, State Champs Hang Time. It's released every Thursday at 5 p.m. on StateChampsNetwork.com, our State Champs TV YouTube page, and also streaming on our State Champs Sports page on SoundCloud. Hang Time is your weekly connection to all the hoops happening. It's presented by Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser and the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan. Join Lauren and the guys as they break it all down. The State Champs main event this week is Brother Rice versus Detroit Catholic Central in boys hockey, and that's next.
Snap Camp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, and we're still making the best deals every day.
During the Start Something New sales event, lease a Ram Crew Cab 4x4 as low as $89 a month, or a 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee for just $249.
Sales service and a superior buying experience. That's Snap Camp on Telegraph Road in Redford.
Snap Camp, Metro Detroit's original. Snap Camp, Snap Camp.
Hey, I ordered a large veggie with garlic herb crust.
Veggie? I thought you were more of a meat eater's man.
Oh, I am, but now I can do both. Look, flavor patch.
How does that work? What happens when that's gone?
I've got Howie bread strapped to my legs.
Flavor fanatics love us because we make our dough fresh daily and have meal deals for any budget.
Hungry? Howie's!
Flavor fanatics welcome.
I want a career in robotics and automation, so I chose Lawrence Tech for its first in Michigan robotics engineering program. LTU's brand new STEM complex has a robotics lab where we can design, build, and program robots in a creative atmosphere. And the best thing is, I haven't graduated yet, but I already have a job in my field. I know I made the right choice for my career. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
Welcome back. If you're familiar with the Catholic League, then you know there is never any love lost between Detroit Catholic Central and Birmingham Brother Rice. Doesn't matter the sport, it's always a great rivalry, and both teams are usually pretty solid. Our current state champs rankings in hockey have Rice number 13 in the state, CC number 1. Let's go to Oak Park for this week's state champs main event.
Let's do this. Detroit Catholic Central and Brother Rice. Second meeting of the season, this one in the Warriors' backyard. And yes, lived up to the billing. Scoreless game in the second period, and one of the guys up for our newly announced Player of the Year race, Shamrock senior Brandon West, looking to make an impact. Great chance. The backhand denied by Rice goalie Pierce Cadju. He turned 45 pucks aside in the game. Warriors came in riding a 5-game unbeaten streak. 6:08 left in the second. Can't score if you don't shoot. Senior Dominic DePonio from the impossible angle off Zach Allen and in. About 90 seconds later, Will McKellen added another 2-zip Rice into the third. But high school hockey runs 51 minutes, not 34, and the CC Senior West, solid. Bouncing puck, still blisters a one-timer into the cage. Shamrocks down just a digit. 5 minutes to go. Momentum's colors now blue and white. West on the doorstep. Second whack, back in the net. Knotted at 2, let's go to overtime. Late stages of the extra session. Shamrocks pressing. Number 22, Dylan Monty hovering, gets a deflection that finds a twine. Ball game. Detroit Catholic Central rallies to beat Brother Rice. 3-2 the final.
Dylan Monty gets the game winner. You guys pull it through. What does it mean to do this in overtime?
Well, it means everything, because if you think about last year, we went 0-2 versus a very good Brother Rice team, and to come back this year, finish them off this game, go 2-0 against them, and to get the game winner obviously makes it that much better.
Time for this week's Great Clips Clip of the Week. Many to choose from everything we witnessed. This is our favorite. Nothing like beating your rival, right? And nothing like beating your rival in overtime. In our main event, Detroit Catholic Central's Dylan Monty with the tip that beat Brother Rice. The Clip of the Week is presented by Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
That's all we have for you this week. If you've missed any of our show, State Champs re-airs throughout the week on Fox Sports Detroit. Check your guide for days and showtimes.
That's right. Or do what everybody else does. Consume our content your way. Full show or individual segments at statechampsnetwork.com and our State Champs TV YouTube page. Twitter, Facebook, we're always on. Just search State Champs Net.
And don't forget to vote in our brand new contest, the National Coney Island Hockey Player of the Year race. Go to statechampsnetwork.com. We'll see you next week.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Sarah Chevrolet, the low payment people.